Hey there crafty friends, it's me Annie from Annie Cricut's DIY. Today I'm going to show you how to do the best etching of your life. By the way, all of my crafty friends from TikTok, we finally made it. I am finally on YouTube. I'm gaining my confidence little by little. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner, but I am so excited. So I showed a very quick tutorial on my TikTok page about this exact same glass from the Dollar Tree. So in this YouTube video tutorial, we're going to go into depth about application, okay? Because I noticed in my TikTok video, almost all of my comments were other crafters telling me, hey Annie, I don't know what's going on. I'm using your same method. I even bought the same cream and my etching does not look like yours. Trust me when I tell you, it's not you, it's just the application. It's how you're putting it on, how you're moving it around. Let me show you step by step how to get the perfect type of etching so you can make amazing gifts throughout the whole entire year. Or you could sell these beautiful items. Holidays are just 6 months away. Let me show you exactly what things that we'll need for this project. As I told you guys earlier, for this project, we don't even need a lot of things. Let me just explain to you exactly what we need and how you could get it. So number one, you need to run to the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is where it's at when it comes to glasses, because almost every single glass, cup, vase, I have a whole bunch over there. You could etch them all, so it's great for practicing. Plus it's only $1.25, right? So I bought these from the Dollar Tree. Okay, another thing that you should get from the Dollar Tree is masking tape. Okay, what masking tape is kind of like a paper tape. It's very like paper feel. It's not too tacky at all, but this is great for my beginners, especially when we're laying down the stencils and you're kind of nervous about applying the actual etching cream. You don't want that etching cream to move in the areas that you don't want to be etched, right? So it's very good to pick these up from the Dollar Tree. They sell them in different sizes. I love the skinny ones, but I really like the medium size ones too. They're like about 1 inch in width. I love those as well, so pick up 1 or 2 of those as well. Now these 2 items, I get them from Amazon. I have them linked to my Amazon storefront in the description below. Okay, number one, Armour Etch. Armour Etch. Okay, this is the best etching cream I think there is in the market. I've tried different ones. I have never gotten the same result as what I get with this one. Okay, so when it comes to applying the etching cream, I actually just use like $1 or 2 cheap makeup brushes. They're actually, what are these, blending eye brushes. It's kind of like a little eyeshadow brush. It's nothing fancy, but this is what I use to apply my etching cream onto my glass, and I'll definitely show you why I love these. Okay, they're very good. They hold the product extremely well, and they're very cheap, so I could just toss them out. You could reuse them, but sometimes I just toss them out. I also have these linked in my Amazon storefront, but I'm more than sure that you could pick these up in any, I guess, Walgreens, Target, Walmart, I don't know, but they're usually like $1, maybe $2 max. Of course, another star of the show is vinyl. So I like to do my etching with regular permanent vinyl. I have these huge rolls from Tech Wrap, which I absolutely love, but I always get like the basic colors like black, white, huge rolls. So this is the one that I use. This is just regular Tech Wrap permanent vinyl. If you have a permanent vinyl at home, use that one as well. This is what I use for my stencil. I know in the craft world, in the Cricut world especially, they have something called stencil vinyl. You could also use that as well. It's fine. I just prefer permanent vinyl. I feel like it has a better grip on my glass. It doesn't let the etching cream move around too much. Then of course, since we're recreating this design, I'm gonna tell you guys, I use this beautiful gold. The name is Copper, and this is from Oracle, right? The brand, you could usually get them in your local craft stores. I will make sure to link this one to my Amazon storefront just in case you really like this color. But this is Oracle 651, which is their permanent vinyl line as well. Last but not least, safety things. I need you guys to have a pair of gloves with you anytime that we're working with any type of chemical, because at the end of the day, this is an etching cream, but it is a chemical. We should be wearing gloves. Okay, if you don't have too much of a ventilated craft room, I also suggest a mask. I personally don't think this smells too bad, but thankfully I have an air purifier next to me in my craft room at all times, so I'm okay. But definitely gloves, and if you have a face mask, I recommend it. Safety first always. Now let's get to etching. Alrighty guys, so application is exactly where it's at. This is the most important part. Remember I spoke about this earlier, the masking tape. Notice how I use masking tape around the whole entire border. Okay, this is what you're going to use this for. Why? Because as a beginner, when you're putting on the etching cream, sometimes we get heavy-handed and we put a little bit extra and it could bleed out from the outside of your stencil. As soon as that etching cream touches your glass, it only takes about 3 to 5 seconds. It will stain the glass permanently. So this is what I always recommend for all of my beginners. Definitely get some masking tape to help you do like a border around your stencil, okay? So now here's my tips and tricks for a perfect application. Number one, when it comes to the Armour Etch bottle, I need you to shake it. Shake it the most you can. This is a very thick substance, especially mine that I've been using it for a whole year. I definitely need to get more, but it gets really like thick and tacky. So I'm gonna go ahead, I shaked it a lot. This is what the bottle looks like. What I like to do is I like to take the top off. I like to pour a pretty decent amount. This is what we have to work with, okay? I'm not gonna even need this much for just this part of a stencil, but this is what I personally like to do. I'm gonna go ahead and get my very cheap makeup brush and kind of swirl in there and get it kind of like thick. And this is why I like these cheap brushes, because they pick up the product at a perfect amount, not too thin and not too much either, and it kind of holds it together very well. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick some up, and then I am going to start applying the etching cream, okay? So I'm gonna just start by dabbing. The best tip I could give you is when you first put it on for the first time on your stencil, you're going to dab it on. Dab it. I'm not brushing it, I'm not being aggressive, I'm just dabbing it. Again, which is why I love these brushes, because it holds a huge gunk of it inside of it. So I'm just dabbing around every part that needs to be etched. Keep on just dabbing it and dabbing it. So I'm still dabbing. I'm making sure I'm going back and forth probably like 10 times to make sure I dabbed on every single part of this stencil that needs to be dabbed on, okay? Now we're gonna go ahead and wait about 2 to 3 minutes. Not put anything away. Still keep your etching cream inside of your cap. Alrighty, so 2 to 3 minutes have passed by. I'm gonna go ahead with another thin layer of this etching cream on my cheap makeup brush, and I'm gonna do the same process again. I'm going to dab, dab, dab. I'm sure that you noticed that some of the etching cream that you put on previously, it has dried out a little bit. That's perfectly fine. We're pretty much just applying another layer on here. The same motion, the whole dabbing motion that I always tell you guys about. Okay, so now let's go ahead and wait 5 more minutes. Let's let this cook a little bit, and then we'll come back to it now. Alrighty, the 5 minutes have passed by. Now, I am not picking up any more product. So you could actually go ahead and the rest of this product on your cap, you could slowly put it back into your bottle and just put it away. Now with the etching cream that we have left on the stencil, notice I'm not applying any more etching cream. Now I'm just gonna move it around. This is the key part of this whole process of application of reason why a lot of my crafty friends tell me that they have had difficulties doing this and it doesn't come out as frosted as mine, is because they're not moving it around. So now that you put your layers on there, we're not adding any extra. We're just gonna move around the etching cream we already have on the actual stencil. So now I'm not doing a dabbing motion anymore. Now I'm doing swirls, okay, with light pressure, not hard pressure, but now I'm kind of swirling in very tight swirl motions. I'm just really getting in there and I'm moving the etching cream again. We are done. We're gonna go ahead and wait 10 more minutes, and then we're gonna rinse this off with hot water, okay? Alrighty guys, so we just washed this off with very hot water. I'm gonna go ahead and pat this down dry a little bit. And another cool thing about the masking tape is that it actually works as an aid to help take off all of this permanent vinyl. So I'm literally, look how easy this is. I'm just pulling it out, pulling it. Look how easy that was. Remember, for permanent vinyl, it takes about 72 hours or excessive heat for it to 100% cure. With any type of weeding hook, and just flick them off. Try not to be too rough on the glass, you know, and then you could just peel it up. You see how easy that was? Alright guys, and there we have it. Let me go ahead and wipe it down. Sometimes I do like to get a little bit of alcohol just to help make sure that I removed all of the etching cream from the cup. So I like to rub it a little bit, clean that thing really good. Again, get my same, make sure it's really clean. And look how beautiful this etching design came out. Absolute perfection. It's very even. So I'm sure you guys noticed the key takeaway of etching cream is moving the etching cream every 2 to 3 minutes. So with the first layer of etching cream, we were dabbing it on, and we went in again and we dabbed it on again. And then 5 minutes later, we went and moved it around in swirly motions. That is what gives you a perfect and even frosted glass, okay? Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I had so much fun teaching you everything I know about the etching world. I have plenty plenty of videos coming up. Let me know in the comments if you want me to show you how I made my stencils and how I made these beautiful outlines in Cricut Design Space. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for being on my YouTube channel. I guess this is the part where I say like, subscribe, thumbs up, I don't know, but thank you for being here. Love you all.